This is an intro to the missinglinks.scot website. Maybe you've read the blog posts, hopefully you've seen the book, but now it's actually a website and it's live, and this is where we're actually going to keep track of changes in the gaps that we've identified, hopefully improvements. So a missing link is a gap in the cycling or walking or wheeling infrastructure. We've mapped them all out. So we have an index of kind of chapters, and you can see as you scroll through them it moves to a different point in the map, and these little red and orange circles, these indicate where there is a gap in the infrastructure. So if we look here, I'm now at Cuckoo Bridge. I'm just going to zoom in a bit because we've actually got one that's been closed, a gap that's been closed. We can see that it's been turned to green, and I'm going to click on this visit the missing link, and this is kind of like the chapter text that we had in the original book, but you can see you've got all the details of what we thought was wrong, and then you've got this sort of status update, whether something is still red, no progress, amber, there's been some sort of consultation perhaps, or actually there's been some delivery of an improvement. So here at the KFC there was really bad visibility, but now they've actually painted in that crossing. We've also got some drawings of further improvements that are going to happen in this area, hopefully. So this would be considered, you know, an amber, because it hasn't been done yet, but there is some progress there. And so each of these chapters has a progress report. So from within there, the progress tracker, you can move to different chapters. This one's Galloway Street. So here's a visualization from a consultation that happened called Better Streets. But you can see the outcome is that, as far as we know, there's not any plans to pursue that. So if you haven't read the book, you know, you can still just look for you know your own area, just explore the map, see what the various sort of gaps are, where the various dots are, and then by clicking on an individual gap you're able to go into the chapter, read more detail, find the progress report from there. So it's clearly states, you know, here's the problem, this is what we think the solution is. And here you can see the actual collection of gaps, you know, the missing link, and that's Brooms Road, St Michael Street Junction, that kind of thing. And each gap has a small description, a short description. At a glance thing, I can go to the progress tracker that shows me the current status, and then I can get really deep down into the weeds of, you know, the various papers that were published and the various consultation results and so on. These numbers here, these equate to the chapter numbers in the book, and you can see at a glance, you know, how many gaps are within each missing link. There's a little summary, and from here you can also jump into the chapter with that read the details button, or you can look at the progress tracker for that particular missing link. So progress tracker is also available at the top. Then what would things look like if the gaps were closed? So here we have a map where the red lines are the missing links as we see them. The blue and the green and the pink are routes that are deemed safe for cycling predominantly by Suez Trans. So this was taken from the original Go map, which has various routes on. So you can see now when we take the missing links out, you can see the gaps, and then when we fill it in, it looks much more like a comprehensive network. Again, you can zoom in and explore this, have a look around where you live. We are going to add a function as well for people to report their own missing links, so stay tuned for that. So you would be able to do that, but also, we need people to get involved and show support for these changes. So we need people to write to various councillors, politicians, and so on. You can get a copy of the PDF book. All councillors have had a copy of the book, so if you refer to it, they should know what you're talking about. And then finally, in 2024, when we raise money for the book, we made some videos, so check out our videos and some of our lovely supporters.